All right, hello guys, Miss Hallman here to kind of go over the animal structures lesson and give you an example. So up at the top it says go outside and see if you can find an animal or a bird. I don't know if you're going to find that many animals outside, and if you do, I'm pretty sure it's going to be hard to get a really good picture where you can see all of their structures. So if you want to go to Britannica Image Quest through Mac and Via, that is perfectly fine to find your pictures. I honestly just found mine off Google Images. So I did a beaver, and I have a little picture of my beaver friend here. And then in the third column, I put the structures. So if you zoom in, you can see he has little webbed feet. This little part in between, oh, I'm not on the drawing tool. Oh, that's too big. Miss Almond is struggling. You can see the webbing right there in between their toes. That's their webbed feet. They use that to swim through the water quicker because they are on land as well as in the water a lot of the time. You can't see it on this little friend here, but he does have incredibly long, sharp teeth, kind of like Mitch and Joey the gerbils, and that helps them chew on tree limbs and trunks and be able to procure and get some branches for his dam that he builds to kind of stop up water, and that's where they live. He also has this really great flat, wide tail. You'll notice it's kind of like this rough, scaly texture. That helps them go through the water really, really quickly as a navigation tool, like a paddle or a rudder on the back of a boat. And they also use it to slap the top of the water to warn each other about possible predators in the area and kind of communicate with each other. They also have, again, it's kind of hard to tell. You can see it kind of looks, their fur looks a little different up here. They have really oily fur, and that kind of wicks the water off of their fur, similar to ducks, and it allows them to move through the water quicker and to not have, to be wet and then have to get out of the water and kind of dry off to be able to function. They also have a really, really strong jaw that allows them to, again, chew through tree trunks and limbs with their really sharp teeth. If you can imagine, it would be like chewing on gum for approximately 10 hours for us. Our jaws are not able to do that, but beavers have that animal structure built in, and that's how they survive. They need all of those 5 structures in order to be a beaver and in order to be a successful one. If they didn't have that tail, it would be really difficult. Similar to sharks and other amphibious kind of beings that have their fins sometimes cut off by boats, that functionality is lost, and it's really, really hard for animals. So you're going to find pictures of animals. I just did one example. You cannot use a beaver, but I want you to go find different animals, and hopefully this gives you an idea of what we're talking about when we're talking about structures. For example, if I had a bird or something, I wouldn't put wings, beak. That is a structure, but you need to be a little bit more specific. I didn't say that the beaver has tail, paws, eyes, fur. I explained what that attribute of the fur is, and I even took it one step further and explained why that helps them. So keep that in mind. That's what we're looking for. Good luck.